We poured a concrete sidewalk, we put color in it, and then we sealed it at the end. I'm going to show you how we did it. I'm stopping by here at friend's Tommy's, and we did all this concrete a couple years ago. I was going to rip this all out, get rid of the step, pour all new concrete up in here. It's going to put the modified so no water goes towards the house. Well, we're back checking the progress. He's actually ripping this all out by hand, and we'll be back and check the progress again. Well, they got all the concrete out, and we're going to come up here and put some lines coming from the steps out to there. And this is going to get filled in too, so we want the water going away from the building this way and away from the building that way. So we're going to set it all up with strings now. So we're going to pour concrete. We got to see where to start from. This is 7 1/4. This is 8. So we're gonna keep this down 8 inches, and that's where we're gonna do our 8 1/4. So you only got to come up a little bit here, but we're just gonna set our strings up first. Now we set our lines. So we dropped our line here 8 inches on this side. It's like 7 1/2 here. And we went over and we put our chalk marks from here. Went on top of our lines here. Then we come over here. Went on top of our lines there. You can see the blue line down to there. So everything's no steps. We always avoid steps if we can. Okay, we're back right before we pour it. And you see a real lot of this lock in here. And everything's got the cement locked into it. See it? That way it don't move. What we like to do, kind of throw some dirt on it. What we like to do is throw a little dirt on it so the concrete don't stick to it. So we threw a little dirt on top of this to keep the concrete from sticking. And there's a lot of expanders in here, but we don't want any calls saying the concrete's cracked. Well, today's a little different. We're going to use a colored concrete. That's a color sandstone, Kingdom Products. And we're going to put 1 bag for every yard. We got 3 1/2 yards coming. And then we have a thing to put right on top of that when we're done. Okay, putting the color in. I don't see any type. Good. 'Cause 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 'cause
file run here, Mike, and I'll shovel it over.
Yeah, I'll get it, that's fine. Whatever you want to do.
All right, Hippie?
Huh? All right?
Yeah. Got it. Okay, all flattened out. They got it all flattened out. I'm going back to the top and do it again.
I got it on the hand.
Okay, we're putting a sealer on it since we colored it. So that's it. That's the finished job. Came back and cleaned the joints out a little bit. You get them early in the morning. Make sure the siding's clean and everything. That's the finished job. So we're going to talk about that job a little bit. We did that in the middle of the summer. The guy was the one who got it all ready. I just went over it with him at the beginning, so make sure we're right with our lines and where everything goes. And we were waiting for a good day. You can't leave a job open forever. We picked a day. It was a little over warm, and like I told you, when I do concrete, I rarely broom finish it. I always float it because you have a very good chance of losing it, and I almost lost it. It was a little bit too much for me for that day. I know I'm getting older, so anytime I do a bigger job like that, I'm going to have to get more help. But it wasn't my job, it was the owner's job, and we got a bunch of guys together and we just did it. First thing you got to do is know, where is the water going to go? So we always pitch the water away from the building. Number two, if at all possible, you avoid every step. In the winter time it snows, that's where everybody trips, is on the steps. If you don't have any steps, it's better to use a snow blower, a snow shovel, whatever you got to do. I don't use a lot of dye in concrete. You know, it's probably the second time. A lot of swimming people use it. I'm not real used to it, so. But it came out pretty good, and at the end we put a sealer on it to seal that inside. Modified, you know, when you put concrete in, you don't want the water going through the gravel to the house, so you put a modified, or it's like a stone gravel with kind of stone dust in it. It keeps the water from going to the building. You want all the water to go away from the building. And when it came down against the garage door, I put a little swell up so it goes down and hits it and doesn't go in towards the garage door. Water's the biggest thing. So thanks for watching. I hope all these videos, it's food for thought. All my videos are food for thought. I always hope you get something out of them. Sometimes I'll have a site in the description box where you can buy tools or t-shirts or whatever. So thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. I'll see you next video.